Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. I'm Christine. I'm glad you're here. Welcome to another former Monat huns. What are they doing now in pharmacy? Are they thriving? Are they doing well? Are they doing worse? Well, I have a suspicion they're doing well. Today we're going to take a look at former Monat huns who, during the mass exodus of Monat, went to a new MLM, GRIFT company that is called Farmasi, a makeup MLM. I already have a video where I spoke about one person. I will link it up here, or actually two people who are now allegedly thriving in pharmacy, but I thought it was a fun idea to take a look at more people who were Monat huns and what they're up to now in pharmacy. So if you're interested in this, then please keep on watching. Hello and welcome to the channel. If you're new, welcome back. If you're not new, big thank you and a big shout out to the channel members. If you're interested in a channel membership, everything is linked down below. I appreciate your support. And now we're going to support the former Monat huns in pharmacy by talking about them. Not financially. No, I'm not paying for Monat products and also not for pharmacy makeup, but we're gonna talk about them. In 2024, there was a mass exodus of huns leaving Monat to different ventures. Some of them left the network marketing world altogether. Others went to other network marketing companies, and a big chunk of them, besides the olive tree people, went to Farmasi, which is a Turkish network marketing company that is known for selling allegedly discounter or drugstore priced makeup. In my opinion, it is not drugstore priced makeup because I can get a whole lot of good quality products here that are a lot cheaper, but they also have hair care and skin care and health and wellness. So all of the product palettes from the network marketing companies, they're kind of merging together. They're getting similar and similar and more similar. But today we're going to take a look at those who are now in Farmasi. And the first one we're going to take a look at is... well, I'm cheating here a little bit. It's also an ex-Monat hun, but she was also in iGenius before and is now in Farmasi. We're going to talk about a fan favorite of the channel, and that is Jasmine Elizabeth. Jasmine not only moved MLMs from Monat to iGenius, from iGenius to Farmasi, but she also moved from Toronto to Miami. In an emotional Instagram post, she announced a new stage in her life. I will very likely have to pitch the audio here for copyright reasons because of the music, but hopefully it doesn't take away from the emotional and inspiring vibe of the post.
Today, I'm parting with the condo that gave me more than just a place to live. This space was more than just walls and a roof. It symbolized the first taste of freedom. It was the first place I could afford to pay on my own. And the first place I could call mine after years of being financially tied down to a toxic relationship. This home witnessed my quiet moments of healing, my first laughs after the storm. It witnessed my biggest accomplishments in business and the beautiful process of learning to stand on my own. This was the first place I always came home to and always sat on my balcony and showed gratitude. Leaving it behind feels like leaving a piece of my heart. But I know the strength I found here, and I know that it will stay with me wherever I go. So get excited for this new chapter because I will be becoming even closer to who I was meant to be.
Yeah. That was her announcement, where she pretty much said, hey, I'm moving. She moved from Toronto to Miami. What is it with that obsession about Miami? I was in Toronto this autumn, among others, when I traveled through Canada with my family, and I thought it was awesome. You would not be able to pay me to leave Toronto if I lived there to move to Miami. But that is just my very personal opinion because I do not handle heat very well and I'm not very fond of humid climates. She was in a multi-level marketing company, and this was her emotional post about moving and about also changing network marketing companies. She was in Toronto, she was in iGenius, and she sold digital MRR courses. And all of that now stopped, and she started a new chapter in her life. You might ask what has changed. Well, she's uploaded another post when she was already in Miami after her big move, so we will take a look and we will see what her life now looks like.
Okay, remember we said we are revealing our newest modules every single day leading up to the webinar this Sunday. Well, our first day is today, where we are revealing the first brand new module inside of UBC, which is business expansion. This is something that you guys have been asking for a very long time. And guess who's recording it? Your favorite person, Dre, okay? And let me tell you, I have been behind the scenes seeing what she has been putting into this module, and there is so much value. And let me break it down what's inside this module, okay? There's 14 videos that go in depth about the importance of opening a business. That's like corporation, LLC, all that fun stuff so that you don't get screwed with taxes. And then the other modules, the other videos will be about all of the different things you can outsource. And then my favorite one is avoiding and healing burnout, okay? I know a lot of us have experienced this before, or you might even be experiencing it right now. You just don't know how to get out of that little funk. Well, we've been there, done that. We know exactly what has helped us on getting out of that burnout, and for you to be able to be excited in your business again so that you can go all in and get the life that you deserve, okay? So avoiding and healing burnout is so huge. And then the next video is how to pivot. I feel like some people, they stick to one thing and one thing only because they think that that you don't deserve to rebrand yourself or grow, right? And I feel like a lot of people stay stagnant onto something that hasn't been working for so long, and then until it's too late, right? So I encourage pivoting when your gut intuition is telling you like, okay, it's time, maybe we need to try something else. And so this video explains exactly how to do it and how to do it the right way, okay? Because there is also some wrong ways that I've seen on social media where, you know, people are bashing what they used to do to sell what they're pivoting into, and that's just not the right way. So we're teaching you how to do it in an ethical, better way so that you can get the best results, okay? And then the last video is how to use the money you make to fund your future. I love this module because it's for people who are already in business, have made money, and they just don't know what to do next. Like, how do I take my business to the next level? How do I scale? What do I do with this money, right? If you want to make that money make more money, this module is going to help you take things to the next level. So if you haven't registered yet for the webinar on Sunday, register now, okay? So we're gonna be breaking down everything. We're gonna have PowerPoint slides. We're gonna have fun with this. Every time we have UBC webinars, they have max.
That stopped rather abruptly, and that was also a little bit disappointing. So that is the new chapter in her life? That is it? Her big new rebrand? The new social media platform she's on? So the big thing that happened in her life is she moved from Toronto to Miami. From one country to another country. Yeah, that could be a big thing. And she is not in iGenius anymore, she's in Farmasi. So she switched MLMs. That's the other thing. But she's pretty much doing the same thing she did before, as she did before in Monat as well. That's why she's in this video, because she's also a former Monat hun. And then on top of that, she still sells her master resale rights courses, her UBC digital reseller rights master classes, but she has a new module moderated by Dre, her friend Dre. And that's it. That's the big change. So where is the change, I might ask? She is still in network marketing. She's just in a different company where she's, in my opinion, scamming people while pretending to sell pharmacy products, but she's really just trying to grow a big team. And then she's also trying to sell the courses because, of course, in this day and age, it's not sufficient for somebody in network marketing who was able to get a bigger team to just do that. They also now need to have a coaching business, or they need to sell something, some sort of course, and she has a new module in a course. She is not doing anything new. Well, how is this a new chapter in her life? I mean, she lives in Miami now. That's the big change. She has a new apartment. Is that it? Okay, that was a bit disappointing. But let's take a look at another person. Let's hope that they have some more information to spread. Another former, very successful Monat hun posted on her social media how much payments she made in total when she was in Monat. This is an individual who is a beautiful woman, a Mexican mainstream actress in telenovelas who was at the top rank in Monat, a celebrity, mind you, who moved on from Monat. She's also in Farmasi, and a lot of people moved with her or under her from Monat to Farmasi. She shows us all of her payments in Monat on her Notes app, and this accumulates to a total of $4.77 million over her time in Monat, over her lifetime in Monat. While she scrolls through the payments, please pay attention to the varying amounts. There are 3 to 4 lower payments on it, and then there is something in the 5 figures. Those are the higher ones on her bonus payment checks based on exploiting her team, and then the others are her sales based on commission on the sales of products. So she has proven to us that although she was able to make a lot of money, she was able to make more money by recruiting a team of people and benefiting off of the efforts of her team rather than her selling the actual products. What does that remind me of? Pyramid scheme. Huh, can't tell. Pyramid scheme, pyramid scheme. Could you shut up? I'm trying to film here. It's quite distracting. I don't remember what this reminds me of. I have to apologize. But yeah, she was able to benefit off of her team more than of her actual sales. At the end of her little recording, she shows and she speaks everything in Spanish, so apologies, I will just show it on the side as well here because I don't think it makes sense to play a 3-minute video in Spanish purely. At the end of this content, she shows that her last... Can you hear my neighbors? Apologies about that. I think somebody is vacuuming now. Yep. Of course. That's kind of my continuation. If you ask me, hey, what happened this time when you were filming? Well, somebody was vacuuming. There's not a lot of change there either. At the end of the content, she shows what her last team paycheck was. It was $26,000. And now in Farmasi, her newest GRIFT, she joined Farmasi in June, her first paycheck in July was $34,000, and in August it was almost $70,000. So my old MLM didn't pay me well enough, but now the new one does. I do believe that this is an effort to show how much better Farmasi is, but in the end, it's the same spiel. It's the same game as in Monat. She joined Monat as a mainstream celebrity with a huge following on social media. She used her influence to recruit people, a lot of people. She was able to rank up to the top rank in Monat, to the senior executive director rank, and she made an overall of $4.77 million while she was in Monat. And now in Farmasi, she was able to do the very same thing, and she hit the diamond director rank in her second month. Less than 0.1% of people were able to do that in 2023, and the top rank, the president rank, she was able to hit that one in her second month. Yet again, less than 0.1% of people were able to hit that rank in Farmasi in 2023. Most people in Farmasi are at the 2 lowest ranks. Where have we seen that before? Oh yeah, in Monat, her former GRIFT, and they barely make anything. Less than $300 per year. So let's put all of that into perspective. She is also doing the same thing she did in Monat. She's able to use her influence, and the downfall of Monat and is taking as many people from her team and as many leaders as possible with her to Farmasi. And because she had a big team, she's able to rank up rather quickly and make a good amount of money, especially in the beginning. And at some point when those bonus payments and when the people will not join her anymore, when all of that will start to die down, then she will go to the next MLM and will very likely do the very same thing. You cannot keep up the level of recruitment and the speed of recruitment as you do years down the line. And I'd be surprised if in 2 or 3 years she's still in Farmasi. I could be wrong, but I suspect that she would do the same thing over and over and over again, as we have seen with others as well. As we have seen with Jasmine too, when her paycheck starts to crumble, she moves on to the next GRIFT. And this is somebody who was able to make $4.77 million in Monat during her lifetime in Monat. And she's now doing the same thing in Farmasi. And the third person I want to check in with is Bianca. I already spoke about her in a former video. She and Isabella left Monat and they're now high ranked in Farmasi because they also had big teams and they were able to take a lot of people with them to Farmasi. But she is now finally able, It seems to give her a lot of satisfaction to sell EU standard hair care in pharmacy. And I had to laugh wholeheartedly because kind of the theme of this video is the old grift is just like the new one and they're doing the same thing as they did before. And she is doing the same thing as she did before when she sold Monat hair care products and told us how great they were. So let's listen to this baby.
Okay, there's some people that are out of the loop. I've been getting DMs like, so you're not in Monat anymore? It's been 3 months. But I know I'm not Taylor Swift. Not everybody sees my stuff. But yeah, no. But I'm with Farmasi and we offer hair care, skincare, makeup products, all made to European standards, which are incredibly difficult and strict standards that we have. So they make sure to ban 1,300 chemicals and ingredients, whereas the US only bans 13. Crazy. They're also vegan, cruelty-free, all of the things. So
is she having a chewing gum in her mouth while she's talking and while she's pitching this? This drives me nuts. If you hear smacking noises, apologies. This drives me crazy. People smacking their chewing gum while they're talking to us on social media and people touching their hair all the time. Stop it.
Vegan, cruelty-free, all of the things. So just really amazing products. So much so that I'm actually going to share a message that I got today about the hair care, because I think the hair care is rocking everyone's world just because of the fact that we have hair care products that have Capixyl that help with hair loss, hair fall, all of the things. If you have So it's been about 3 months of me using the hair care products.
She always had nice hair, by the way. If you saw her in Monat, she had just as nice hair. And it looks like she's really doing the same thing. She is pitching wonderful, allegedly superior hair care products from a network marketing company before it was Monat. Monat also allegedly adheres to the higher EU standards. There is some confusion about that. Some people say, well, actually not. We had to pull some of the products, but then we sold those not on the European market because there would have been ingredients there that would have been banned from being sold in Europe. That's why we sold it on the US market, which is hard to sell, which is hard to pitch to your customers. But she had amazing hair care product there as well, with hair loss and hair follicles and hair strength and hair oil, and everything was of course wonderful and beautiful. And now she's doing the same thing here, and she continues to share testimonials as she did in Monat. It is truly the same thing. They're doing the same thing they did in Monat.
So it's been about 3 months of me using the hair care products, and this is the results that you see. My hair is literally so long I need to go and cut it because it's too much hair at this point. I'm gonna link my hair care favorites right here, like what I'm actually using. I have so much to say about the hair care. Like, it's so good, chef's kiss good. And the price is so incredible. And if you're someone that's been thinking about partnering with me, you get to make 50% commission. So when you click that link, you're gonna see the price point for customers, but know that if you signed up as a beauty influencer, you would make half of that as commission. What? I know, it's crazy. So let me talk about a promo that we have going on.
Yeah, I do not care about the promo. Farmasi just reduced the price if you wanted to join Farmasi as an independent consultant, also something that Monat does all of the time. But isn't this funny? The Farmasi huns, they can finally say that they sell products that have EU standards, even the hair care, because that was a big topic. I already alluded to that in Monat, where they allegedly also did abide by the higher EU standards, but then they pulled some of the products from the EU markets to sell the rest to the poor suckers in the US, where she's also located, with ingredients that were banned in Europe. The US and Canada huns were rightfully so in an uproar that they kind of got the dirt products. They might not have been harmful, but they didn't necessarily adhere to the EU standards. So they're doing the same thing. Isn't that wild? That just shows that going from one grift to another to another just means that you do the same stuff. You just do it for a different company. And all of these people are people who are very privileged because although they have burned so many bridges, specifically Jasmine, she still has somewhat of a bigger team of people who will follow her. I mean, she burned a lot of bridges with the people who are in iGenius, people on her former team. And she has this digital master right resale course. Otherwise, I don't think she would be able to live anywhere close to the lifestyle that she claims that she still has. But the other people, they were able to leave Monat at a convenient time when Monat was tanking hard, when there were lots of fishy things happening, commission was down, there was ingredient scare in Monat's products. A lot of the people said that the corporate side didn't handle the mass exodus very well, and they were able to profit by leaving Monat and go into Farmasi and taking a lot of people and a lot of customers with them. But essentially, they're doing the same thing. It's the same grift. Pyramid scheme. Could you stop that? I'm still filming, okay? I'm still trying to finish this. It's a pyramid scheme. Apologies, it's always noisy, and now also in my apartment. I don't get it. This was a quick check-in with former Monat huns who are telling us that their lives have completely changed and now they have the best business opportunity. Now they're finally able to make some money. Now they finally have the best products, and now they've really started a new chapter in their life, when in reality it's just a continuation from what they did before. I would like to hear your opinion about this. It is fun to watch Monat die. It really is. What I find sad is that a lot of these people who were successful, they're pretty much just doing the same thing over and over again. I do appreciate that they did spill a lot of tea on Monat. That is really cool to see. What is not cool to see is that they're pretty much scamming people now in a different multi-level marketing company. At least that is my subjective, very personal opinion. If you liked this video, then please give it a thumbs up, comment something down below, share the video, like it, all of that does help the videos out a lot. If you're interested in these videos, subscribe to the channel. That also helps the channel out a lot. And if you like these types of videos, then hopefully I will see you in my next one. Until then, cheers! It's a pyramid scheme, pyramid scheme, pyramid. I'm not done yet, okay? Pyramid scheme. Trying to have a friendly outro. Stop it. Pyramid scheme. Cheers.